What's going on? This your boy Gangstar Talk with AJ, and I'm back with another video. Happy Saturday, everybody. I wanted to make this video talk about something, that was on my mind. Have you noticed the files? The war and everything else that you're seeing come across, if you watch the news and you're online like most of us are. I would say these things are distractions from what we should be focused on as American citizens. With us being TIs, they're using these same American citizens to stalk us, harass us, make life hard for us, right? One is a distraction to another distraction. They are a distraction to a distraction. That's what we're being used and manipulated. That's what we're being used for, and that's what the people are being manipulated to do. They're using us as a distraction to keep people distracted from what they should be focused on, and another distraction is being created to just completely get people to sleep on what they should be focused on, and that's the government is manipulating and using everybody. It's a distraction to the distraction. If you're into thought-provoking content like this, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. When you really look at all this, we end up on a list. We end up getting our lives turned upside down for whatever reason it was. We're all different. They try to make our lives a living hell and try to make us feel like we're less than. Meanwhile, while the people that they're paying and using, that are agreeing to gang stalk us, while they're focused all their attention on, from the moment we leave our house, trying to make us feel discouraged for even leaving our house, for trying to make a living for ourselves, for trying to be productive citizens. While those people are focused on what we're doing, they're working in the background, screwing up everything else. Distraction to a distraction. So I say this to say that. I say that to say this. I say on this channel all the time, don't take this stuff seriously. Now, I'm not saying that don't take it seriously in terms of like you shouldn't, want to, bring attention to it and stuff like that. Yes. But I'm saying like what they're doing, the tactics they employ every day, yes, you should be aware. But I'm saying don't let it affect you. Don't take it seriously. Because that's all it is we're just being used as a distraction to the distraction. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. They know that a lot of these people out here are mindless idiots. They know that. They know they can be easily manipulated, influenced, and swayed by the promise of financial gain, gifts, gift cards, all this stuff. Like little things like cars, like all these things that at the end of the day don't hold no real value. You know what I'm saying? And they're coming after people that's just trying to be like them, make it in society. Us as TIs, that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to maintain. We're trying to do what we have to do in order to, get by, make a living. It's already hard as it is, you know what I'm saying, for us, for people in general. And it's double, triple hard for us as TIs. Because the little opportunity we do get, they want to take it away from us. So just imagine living in a world like that. And you got people who are willing to completely negate everything about their lives as they know it. They'll drop everything that their life entails in order to screw you over every day. Now, I just left my house probably like 20 minutes ago. Well, probably almost an hour ago, right? Went to go take the kids, go wash my car, go get some ice cream for the kids and stuff like that. Because I'm lactose intolerant, I don't really mess with it, right? So I'm leaving. First thing I notice, my neighbor at the beginning of the neighborhood, because I live in the back of the neighborhood. So my neighbor at the beginning of the neighborhood goes to leave. He synchronizes with me quite frequently throughout the week. So, and I showed y'all when I was on live that same individual yesterday leave when I leave. So this time he goes the opposite direction of matter of fact, we go the same direction, but he goes the opposite direction in terms of like when we got to the main road where we turned, right? He went straight. I took a right. So I noticed that the moment that I get to this main road, it's a host of cars already right there waiting at the light. At the light going the same direction I'm going, but I'm on the opposite side of the street. So everybody high beams on in the middle of the day. They're driving by. I'm looking the opposite direction. I'm not paying any attention. Then I look to my left where the direction they coming towards me. I notice all of them looking at me, nodding their head, looking at me. I'm driving down the street, getting cut off. They're hard braking in front of me. Now with my kids, this is how careless and evil they are. That they'll act like this, but they want to apply this much pressure to self-improvement, and they want to apply this much pressure to the same government that they work for. They won't even apply this much pressure to the same president in the same government that they work for, that's trying to start a war. That's sending troops over there to be front line this stuff. That's gonna end up sending troops over there to front line this stuff. They're not applying this much pressure to the government to release the files, all of the files, everything. They're doing all this stuff in front of our face because they know that the people are stupid. The people are so distracted by targeting us that they're not even focused on the real issue. You know what I'm saying? The real issue is the people. The real issue is that they are destroying this country as we know it. And we're all, and they all just living as if it's not going on. We're in the Matrix, people. We're in the Matrix. This is all a big simulation, man. And all they're doing is playing on the intelligence of the lack of intelligence of these people. That's why the educational system is trash. The younger generation, they don't have any education. They don't have any plans. You see all these parents, these young kids, they out here on drugs. Distraction to the distraction. Parents ain't raising their children the same anymore because they want to be on social media, promoting nonsense, engaging in negativity, engaging with strangers. Like, look at all the stuff that they're using people for. You got people out here targeting innocent individuals that ain't even doing nothing, that's not doing anything wrong. We're not criminals. We're not doing anything wrong to hurt anybody. But all the while, they deem us the problem, when the real problem is the people that's paying them to do this. Crazy. Crazy, bro. But we're sitting back acting like this world is normal. People wake up every day and operate as if they're not gang stalkers. That this world is normal. They want to gaslight us as TIs to act like this what we're seeing, the world we see. They don't see the world we see. They don't see the things we deal with every day. They gaslight us and try to disillusion us to make it seem like what we're seeing is not real. Even though these are the same people that engage in it. These are the same people that participate. You know? You see how asleep everybody is, how asleep the world is? How woke we are as a society? It's ridiculous. My bad, y'all. But keep fighting the good fight, y'all. Because once we start bringing attention to this on a more national scale, that YouTube is obviously a big platform. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we do. We're exposing it, and the results are clear because your targeting is ramping up. I'm sure. The more you talk about it on the public platform, the more your targeting is going to ramp up. And you got to understand the risks that come with it. But it is what it is. Somebody needs to bring awareness to this. And somebody needs to be us in this community that we're building on YouTube. You know? So keep going. Eventually, it's going to get more on the international scale that we're going to start bringing attention to this. But enough is enough. People need to speak up. More people that may not know yet. If you come across this video or other people's videos in this space, we need to speak up. If you've been silenced or you're silent and you feel afraid to talk about it, it's okay. Speak up. Don't suppress what you're going through, because once you start suppressing it, you start to harbor ill will towards those people, and then you'll end up doing something to those people, and then you'll end up putting yourself in a situation that you can't get out of. So don't hold it in. Let it go. Talk about it. Talking about it will lead to bringing awareness about it, because you'll start to see that this is a problem. This is a nationwide, worldwide problem that people are facing, and it's not enough of us speaking out. So let's speak out, people. Let's bring awareness to this, and it starts right here. Let's talk about it. Let's get together and let's bring awareness to it. This is where it starts. But we can no longer have this be something that they're allowed to get away with, because they want to let us see what they want to see, as far as like with these files and all this stuff, all these corrupted officials that's running this world. And you got to understand that when you see these corrupt officials and these corrupt individuals that's willing to sell themselves out to try to attempt to make our lives a living hell, they're a representation of the people that's in charge. If they live in corrupt lives and doing corrupt things, and they at the powers that be, of course they'll let the people on the surface level, on the local level, they'll let them do corrupt things as long as it benefits them. Why wouldn't they? They doing the bidding for them. These people got long money to support this program. You know what I'm saying? They got long money to support this. They're printing money. And then wonder why this country's in debt. People are not paying attention because they're too busy being used as a distraction to the distraction. Idiots, man. But they don't realize the consequences of their actions. And they don't realize that when the devil gives you something, it's temporary. When God gives you something, it's eternal. So don't worry about it, my fellow TIs. Don't worry about it. We're going to get what they going to get what's coming to them, and we're going to get what's for us. But keep y'all head up out there. Stay blessed. It's your boy Gangstar Talk with AJ. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. And I really appreciate y'all tuning into the channel, supporting the channel. Before I get out of here, we are a monetized channel now. If you are interested in joining the channel as a member, they do have perks. I do have perks listed at, if you become a member. The memberships are $2.99 for the B tier membership, $4.99 for the A tier membership, and $6.99 for the Goat Tier membership. If you want to become a member on this channel, you can drop a super thanks on the video as well by hitting the heart sign that says thanks. If you want to support the channel as well, my Cash App is TonyCal91. So yeah, I appreciate y'all's support, and keep y'all head up. I will see y'all in the next video. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. Peace.